This city, Paradigm City, is a city of amnesia. One day 40 years ago, every human and every robot here lost all memory of all events, everything that happened prior to that day. But just like nightmares, memories can appear when you least expect them. What on earth are you wearing?
I was helping Norman with his repair work on Big O. That's why I'm dressed like this.
I appreciate that, Dorothy, but it's not necessary for you to come up here dressed like that, start playing the piano, and wake me up.
It's a tradition, Roger.
You're right, Dorothy. Traditions are very important to us. But under no circumstances should they dictate a person's actions. Traditions and rules are different. For example, I myself like to sleep well into the afternoon from time to time without
Roger.
any... What?
I believe you have a visitor.
A visitor?
Norman can't see to it right now. I'll go check.
Listen, Dorothy! I have a rule about letting people into this mansion.
I know you do.
The rules I have set down are that only women may be let into this mansion without my permission. Rules are rules. Dorothy followed those rules, all right. Now, the name is Mrs. Fitzgerald, correct? What is it that brought you here today? How may I be of service to you?
You can call me Kelly, Mr. Roger Smith, Paradigm City's top negotiator. Naturally, I'd like to hire you to do a negotiation.
Before you go into any details, might I first ask who I'll be negotiating with?
An assassin. My husband, Roscoe Fitzgerald, is a member of the Senate. His friends were assassinated one after another. Why can't the old men who tried to bring order to Paradigm City 40 years ago find any peace? I can't imagine why anybody had any reason to kill them.
I'd say because the members of the Senate are trying to hide something, probably some memory they had prior to 40 years ago. There are those that think that at any rate. However, the military police have already dealt with the assassin.
My husband was killed after that.
Just one moment. Unless I'm mistaken, didn't you come here today to ask me to protect your husband from an assassin?
That's right, I did. This way, please. Allow me to introduce you. Roger Smith, this is my husband.
Your husband?
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Negotiator. Welcome to the study of the dead.
I had heard that you were dead, is that right?
Yes, or to be more precise, the alter egos of all the senators.
I beg your pardon?
Those youngsters were killed in cold blood, one by one.
Yes, I'm familiar with the incident.
Why do you suppose they were killed, Mr. Smith?
The story that I heard was that each one of them had told people around them that they had recovered memories of 40 years ago.
Isn't it terrible? Youngsters barely in their 20s couldn't possibly have all those memories from 40 years ago. Obviously, those memories did not belong to the youngsters.
So what you're telling me is, the memories of those murdered young people are really the memories that belong to all of you senators.
Do you really suppose there's some value to our rusty old memories? Who is it that would be so fixated on these memories that we ourselves are unable to revive.
The assassin who had killed all those people back then is no longer living in Paradigm City.
R.D.
However rusty they may be, your memories are real and belong to you, Roscoe. It's natural you'd cherish them.
Thank you, Kelly. We've both had to endure more than our share over the years, haven't we? One thing I am not mistaken about was that the assassin was an android. But what I still can't figure out is, did the android awaken on her own and act on her own? If that's the case, then we will never know the truth.
Unless, of course, there was someone who had deliberately awakened the killer android. Well then, I'll need to find out who I'll be negotiating with, won't I? R.D. An android that looked just like Dorothy, and one that is able to kill.
It's pretty unusual for you to bring a woman here, negotiator.
You see, that's why I didn't want to bring you along. Dorothy, it would be much better if you would wait in the car.
There are things that I want to learn.
So what exactly did you hope to find out, negotiator? The city has been pretty quiet recently.
This isn't about anything recent. The question now is, when was that android built? Was it recently? Or maybe...
It might just be that 40 years ago, androids that looked just like humans were not unusual at all and lived ordinary lives alongside humans. Actually, there probably isn't anyone in Paradigm City right now who could build something like that. Aside from that man who died a while ago.
The man who died. The one who constructed Dorothy as well as her Megaduce alter ego. I guess no one will ever know how Wainwright had enough memories to construct an android and a Megaduce. That may always be a mystery. Yet, I should have investigated further. It's true, I should have questioned why R.D. looked just like Dorothy.
I am terribly sorry, Master Roger. While working on Big O, I lost track of time.
That's all right. How is he, Norman?
Repairs are complete. Incidentally, what shall I do about dinner?
I'm sorry. Looks like I won't be back till late.
Oh dear me, that is a shame.
So then, this is the house where you were born.
Not me, Roger. This is the house where the Dorothy Wainwright that I was modeled after was born.
Feeling nostalgic, Dorothy?
I am grateful to Dr. Wainwright for designing me so I wouldn't have emotions like that.
A scientist lived here, Dorothy?
This floor is encased in 1-inch thick copper plating.
Do you know what for?
No, he didn't tell me anything. But it's obvious to me now that Dr. Wainwright must have been afraid of something.
Well, it doesn't look to me like it's been all that long since some kind soul cleaned these rooms spotless. So if I had to guess, I'd say this is where she was born. Huh? Dorothy? Dorothy!
Roger.
Looks like another one's awakened. Who's there?
Isn't it about time you reconsidered your no-guns policy? Negotiator?
Angel. Part of Wainwright's legacy, huh? So, did you forget something here and come back for it?
Don't get the wrong idea. Wainwright's client was only...
Someone like you? Someone who comes from a place other than Paradigm City? Is that what you were going to say?
I'm like you, a human being. It doesn't really matter where I was born or where I am now. I act entirely of my own free will.
You're free? Right.
Could you get me down from here anytime soon?
Oh, sorry, Dorothy. I forgot all about you.
You really are such a louse, Roger Smith.
Is that safe, Dorothy?
Perhaps.
Dorothy?
Generating a corresponding list of senators and young people with identical memories.
Huh?
With the exception of one pair, everyone possessing the same memories as the assassinated senators has been killed.
Huh? The person with Roscoe Fitzgerald's memories is actually still alive? Is that what you're saying?
There was no one sharing Roscoe Fitzgerald's memories, and there never was.
Why is Roscoe the exception?
Yeah, why? Why?
Because Roscoe Fitzgerald never lost his memories.
What are you saying?
Master Roger, sorry to bother you. However, it seems that a Megaduce has appeared at the Upper East Side Dome.
Roscoe Fitzgerald.
Hell. Someone tell me where this Megaduce came from, will ya?
Honey?
I was just thinking, it looks like the negotiator you found for me has done his job just fine. Thank you, Kelly.
What's the point of bringing out a Megaduce now?
Because you discovered that Roscoe Fitzgerald does not have an alter ego, or perhaps, to get more to the point, someone else has also encountered that same piece of information.
Oh, you suspect me, do you? That's not very nice.
If you have proof to the contrary, I'd like to see it.
Who do you think values Wainwright's legacy more than anyone else would, Roger Smith?
What did you say?
Aren't you going to call that big alter ego of yours, Roger?
Michelson! Fire! Force it back into the river! Michelson! Get him! What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not again! We can never do this ourselves! Big O! Action!
Roscoe Fitzgerald, you have always hidden your memories but wanted to let someone know you have them. Until now, you have suppressed that desire.
Well, good evening, ladies.
Why now? Why would you want to do something like that? There is no sense in it. I'm the same as you, yet I don't understand.
Huh? The same as you? What does she mean by that?
Our bodies last longer than those of humans, but we do get our share of aches and pains as we begin to grow older.
You're not a human being?
So you're another one of Wainwright's creations? I feel sorry for you. Not to mention, those who are using you as their tool will pay for it! Count on it!
Whether it's human or robot, everyone wants to protect their memories, even if your body eventually dies.
Do you actually believe that's something a robot itself would hope for?
Memories are eternal. Or is that a fantasy that robots shouldn't indulge in? Roger Smith. This payment is the most valuable, Mr. Negotiator, I can offer.
Get down! Bastard!
You're nothing but a joke. Does Paradigm City's negotiator only have Android clients?
Alan Gabriel.
What is he?
Shoot!
Shoot him?
That's what I said, Colonel!
Now I see you for what you really are, sneaky kitty.
Sometimes I feel so all alone, finding myself calling your name.
When we apart, so far away, hoping it's me that you're thinking of.
Could it be true? Could it be real? My heart says that you're the one.
There's no one else, you're the only one for me.
Yes, this time our love's the real thing. Never felt that love is so right.
The world seems such an empty place. We need someone we could give our all.
Baby, it's you. We'll be together now and forever.
Day of the Advent.